Well, good afternoon, students. Congratulations, you've made it to week 2. So I wanted to give you a quick overview of week 2. So go ahead and go to your modules and click on week 2 objectives and due dates. So after you read the brief synopsis of week 2, scroll down to the grid, and the grid will show you the assignments and the objectives for this week. Number 1, you want to make sure that you start on the reading response that's going to be due on June 18th. In addition to that, if you have not read the prompt for essay number 1, go ahead and do that immediately. The other thing I want you to pay attention to is our class discussion. Each week you will have a class discussion that will require you to identify the main point of a selected reading assignment from that week. Please make sure you follow all the directions for that assignment. Now, granted, it does have an extra credit opportunity in that assignment. That is not to say the assignment is extra credit. The assignment is required. However, if you answer the assignment properly and have the correct answer, then you can earn extra credit points. So please make that distinction that on Wednesday of next week you have a discussion assignment due. If the information you submit is correct, guess what? You get 5 extra credit points. And I'm going to say something else about that when we get to that portion of week 2. The second thing in the module are the reading selections, and as you can see, each one is listed for you. The first one that you have this week is Higher Ground, which is a wonderful reading assignment. I recommend that you print these out so that you can make annotations and talk to the text. If you're reading it on the screen, you kind of leave yourself at a disadvantage of trying to remember what you've read. Unspeakable Conversations is a very poignant essay on a lifestyle that, or I don't know if I want to say lifestyle. It's a story about an individual who encourages people to look at her and to dispute the common normal practices that people tend to make when they are around people with disabilities. So please read that closely, take notes. Also, the last one is excerpts from The Last Good Night. This is a very thought-provoking reading assignment. As you're reading, I want you to think about yourself and put yourself in the same situation as John West and ask yourself the question, could I do that? Would I do that? And how would I feel if I were put in a position to make a moral decision with someone that I love? All right, so let's move to the next objective. So, as you know, for this class, all of your submissions need to be in Microsoft Word unless you're putting content in a text box. So go ahead and watch this video, and it will show you how to access Microsoft Word if you don't have that on your computer. Okay, the next video is a lecture on intro paragraphs. I created this video just to give students an idea of what information should be in your intro paragraph. That is your first paragraph in an essay. Okay? The next thing is another thing about intro paragraphs, body paragraphs, another lecture on body paragraphs. So this would just be body paragraphs. It's a PowerPoint. And then the following is a lecture. So you'll want to go ahead and watch this. I believe it's a video. It is. Okay, so go ahead and click on those. And then finally, I have a PowerPoint for your concluding paragraph. And the concluding paragraph is the last paragraph in your essay. And remember, your first essay is going to be due on June 25th. Now we have the discussion assignment. So you'll have to go back to week 1 to access the student fear factor, and that's why I have that written that way. And then read all of this information, and this portion of the assignment tells you the format that I want you to submit your 2 sentences. And lastly, I have provided you an example of what your answer should look like. This is not the correct answer to the question, but it is the format that I have detailed right here. Okay? So if you have any questions about this assignment, please send me an email and we can meet during online office hours in Zoom. The next thing is the reading response. Now, if you have not watched the video for reading response help, please go back to week 1 and watch that video. After you watch that video and you've gone through that information, now this is where you actually start to put that information into play. And so this would be an example of essay of paragraph number 1 and paragraph number 2. So what you are doing is you are in essence summarizing these articles by identifying the author's main point. Okay, so it is really important that you read this information. If you have questions, contact me. I'll be more than happy to assist you with that. And then lastly, congratulations for completing week 2. Keep up the great work. It's 10 weeks. It'll be over in no time. And so I'm here to help you. Let me know what I can do. Have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to working with you next week. Bye-bye.